The story begins with a moment of unimaginable danger where a woman, already facing one of the most extreme situations a human can encounter, is shot 7 times. Each wound represents not only physical pain, but also a profound test of her mental and emotional fortitude. Most people, confronted with such an assault, would be incapacitated almost immediately, overwhelmed by shock, fear, and the sheer trauma of blood loss. Yet, she demonstrates an extraordinary level of resilience that transcends normal human expectations. Her body, battered and bleeding, continues to function, driven by an unwavering willpower that refuses to succumb to fear or despair. The mental strength required to endure this level of pain and simultaneously focus on the mission at hand is immense, highlighting a core aspect of true heroism, the ability to maintain clarity and determination even when every instinct screams to surrender. Every movement she makes while carrying the wounded CL is a testament to both physical and psychological resilience. Her muscles, undoubtedly fatigued and weakened by blood loss, perform feats of strength that would challenge even the fittest athletes under ordinary circumstances. Yet, it is her mind that proves to be the ultimate instrument of survival and heroism. She channels every ounce of energy into the task, refusing to allow panic, pain, or doubt to interfere. The human body is capable of remarkable things when the mind is resolute, and her example serves as a vivid illustration of the power of determination. Each step she takes is a deliberate act of defiance against the limitations imposed by injury and circumstance. Beyond the immediate physical struggle, her resilience reflects an extraordinary mental framework shaped by training, discipline, and an inherent sense of duty. She does not merely act to survive, she acts to save another life, keeping the seal alive despite her own compromised state. This dual focus on her own survival and the well-being of another magnifies the significance of her courage. It is not just endurance. It is endurance with purpose, which elevates her actions from mere survival to acts of heroism. Her ability to compartmentalize fear and pain while maintaining a goal-oriented mindset demonstrates a level of mental control that is rare and profoundly inspiring. The psychological impact of facing repeated gunfire, combined with the weight of another human being on her shoulders, cannot be overstated. Fear, shock, and pain would typically dominate a person's consciousness, yet she overcomes these natural reactions. Her story exemplifies the extraordinary outcomes that can arise when human courage and resilience are pushed to their limits. It challenges conventional perceptions of what is possible under extreme duress and inspires a deep appreciation for the inner strength humans can summon when circumstances demand it. In this story, resilience is not just surviving, it is thriving in the face of relentless adversity, making the impossible achievable and leaving an indelible mark of courage for all who hear it. The story of this woman is not only one of personal courage, but also of profound selflessness. In the face of extreme danger, when her own life hung by a thread, her attention was not consumed solely by her survival. Instead, she focused on the life of another, the bleeding seal she carried on her shoulders. This level of selflessness is extraordinary because it demonstrates a mindset that places the welfare of others above the instinct for self-preservation, a hallmark of true heroism. Most people, even in less dire circumstances, would instinctively prioritize their own safety, but she made a conscious decision to act for someone else, risking her life multiple times over in the process. Her actions illustrate the profound human capacity for empathy and altruism, even in situations where the stakes are life and death. Carrying another person over 2 miles while injured and bleeding requires not just physical strength, but an unwavering commitment to someone else's survival. Every step she took was a deliberate choice to endure pain, exhaustion, and fear in order to ensure that another human being lived. Her selflessness extended beyond mere compassion, it was action-driven. Embodied in every movement and decision she made under immense pressure. This kind of bravery is rare because it combines both courage and moral fortitude. It is one thing to face danger for oneself, but entirely another to place oneself in even greater peril to save someone else. In doing so, she exemplifies the highest standards of duty and honor, characteristics celebrated in military and civilian contexts alike. Her actions also reflect a deeply ingrained sense of responsibility. When she saw a fellow operative injured, she recognized that his survival was partially dependent on her willingness and ability to act. Instead of succumbing to fear, shock, or physical limitation, she embraced the burden of responsibility fully, demonstrating the unique combination of mental resilience and moral courage that defines exceptional individuals. It is this understanding that one person's actions can make the difference between life and death that amplifies the significance of her heroism. Her selflessness is not passive, it is dynamic, requiring constant focus, determination, and the willingness to push beyond natural human limits. Beyond the immediate life-saving act, her selflessness carries broader symbolic significance. It highlights the values of sacrifice, loyalty, and duty, which resonate in both military and civilian life. By prioritizing another's survival, she sets an example that inspires others to consider the impact of their actions on those around them. The story demonstrates that true heroism is rarely about accolades or recognition. It is about the quiet, relentless commitment to others when circumstances demand it most. It is this unwavering dedication to the welfare of another human being that transforms her tale from a story of survival into an enduring testament to the power of selflessness and human compassion. Through her actions, we are reminded that courage paired with altruism has the power to transcend fear and leave a lasting legacy of inspiration. This story is also remarkable because it challenges deeply ingrained stereotypes about gender and physical capability, particularly in high-stakes military or combat scenarios. Historically, narratives of battlefield heroism have been dominated by male figures, often overlooking or underestimating the capabilities of women in extreme circumstances. In this instance, the protagonist shatters those preconceived notions entirely. Being shot 7 times and yet carrying a bleeding CL over 2 miles requires not only extraordinary physical strength, but also remarkable mental endurance, decisiveness, and tactical awareness, qualities often traditionally associated with male soldiers. Her actions decisively prove that gender is not a limitation when it comes to courage, resilience, and the ability to perform under life-threatening conditions. By executing such an astonishing feat, she demonstrates that heroism is defined not by gender, but by determination, skill, and character. Her story sends a powerful message that women are fully capable of performing at the highest levels of physical and psychological endurance, even in situations that test the boundaries of human capability. The story reframes the perception of women in combat, showing that they can be equally, if not more, effective than their male counterparts when it comes to acts of valor. It is a narrative that challenges societal assumptions and encourages a more inclusive understanding of who can embody strength, courage, and heroism in the most extreme circumstances. Her actions also confront societal biases that often question or minimize female bravery. By succeeding in a scenario that seems almost impossible, she not only validates her own capabilities, but also empowers other women who aspire to break barriers in traditionally male-dominated fields, whether in the military, emergency services, or high-risk professions. The visibility of such feats can inspire a shift in how leadership, courage, and competence are recognized, emphasizing that determination, training, and courage are the real measures of capability rather than gender. Her story thus becomes a symbol of empowerment, challenging outdated norms and inspiring confidence in the potential of women to perform extraordinary feats. Additionally, Her ability to maintain focus, composure, and decisive action under extreme duress highlights the intellectual and emotional aspects of heroism, which are often overlooked when discussing physical feats. Heroism in combat is not just about strength, it is about judgment, strategy, and the capacity to prioritize and act effectively when every second counts. Her successful completion of such an extreme task, despite severe injuries, underscores that women possess all the attributes necessary to thrive in high-pressure, dangerous environments. By redefining what is possible for women in life-threatening circumstances, her story elevates public understanding of gender equality in contexts where bravery, resilience, and selflessness are paramount. Ultimately, her actions serve as a powerful testament to breaking barriers. She exemplifies that courage, resilience, and heroism are human qualities, not gendered traits. By demonstrating extraordinary physical endurance, mental fortitude, and unwavering selflessness, she challenges conventional narratives and inspires a reevaluation of societal assumptions. Her story is a vivid reminder that when it comes to acts of valor, anyone, regardless of gender, can rise to meet the impossible, reshaping perceptions and inspiring generations to follow. The story's significance extends far beyond the immediate act of heroism. It resonates as a powerful source of inspiration, demonstrating how courage, determination, and selflessness can transcend the ordinary and motivate others to push past their own limitations. When one hears about a person who, despite being shot 7 times, manages to carry a wounded comrade over 2 miles, it evokes not only awe but also a profound sense of possibility. It challenges the common perception of human limits, revealing that in moments of extreme adversity, the mind and spirit can achieve feats that seem impossible on paper. This story becomes a vivid illustration of how extraordinary actions can inspire ordinary people to redefine their own understanding of strength and resilience. At the core of this inspiration is the example set by the protagonist's unwavering commitment to her mission and to another human life. Her actions highlight that true heroism is not measured by accolades or recognition, but by the willingness to act decisively and selflessly in the face of overwhelming odds. By prioritizing the life of the wounded sail over her own comfort and safety, she demonstrates that the highest form of courage often involves sacrifice and moral clarity. This principle, when witnessed or recounted, can ignite a spark within others to act with integrity and compassion even in less extreme circumstances. It teaches that inspiration is rooted not only in achieving remarkable feats, but in the character and choices behind those feats. The story also serves as a reminder that obstacles, whether physical, emotional, or situational, are not absolute barriers, but challenges to be met with determination and resolve. Many people limit themselves because they accept perceived boundaries or allow fear to dictate their actions. Observing or learning about someone who overcomes life-threatening injuries to accomplish a seemingly impossible task can fundamentally shift that mindset. It encourages people to reconsider what they believe is achievable, emphasizing that perseverance and inner strength can propel them beyond what they once thought was their maximum potential. Her experience embodies the concept that adversity is not just a test to survive, but an opportunity to demonstrate extraordinary capability and resilience. Beyond individual motivation, her story has broader societal implications as well. It challenges cultural narratives about who can be heroic, encouraging a more inclusive understanding of courage and capability. It inspires not only those in high-risk professions, but anyone who faces personal challenges or adversity in daily life. From students confronting rigorous academic demands to individuals facing personal loss or illness, the story communicates that determination, selflessness, and steadfast courage can produce remarkable outcomes. It highlights the universality of heroic qualities, showing that the same mindset that allows someone to carry a comrade through danger can be applied metaphorically to the struggles faced in everyday life. Ultimately, this narrative underscores the transformative power of witnessing or sharing extraordinary acts of bravery. By illustrating the heights of human resilience, moral courage, and selflessness, it motivates others to examine their own lives, embrace challenges, and act with integrity even under pressure. It reminds readers that inspiration is not passive, it is contagious, shaped by examples that defy conventional expectations and redefine what is possible. Her story leaves a lasting imprint, demonstrating that heroism can illuminate the potential within us all, encouraging each person to rise above fear, limitations, and adversity to achieve something truly remarkable.